Good morning, comic book fam. Good morning, good morning. It's 9 a.m. on this beautiful, Friday. Actually, yeah, you can say Friday morning. And we're gonna be talking about the Thunderbolts tie-in to King in Black. That is a variant cover, and I feel like variant cover is a lot better. But is this tie-in even good? Is it a tie-in that you should go and like, yes, I've read it. It's really, 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 really cool. No, not really. It exists. I can say that. It kind of showcases a few things, but you can live without it, right? The only reason why this Thunderbolts I'm reviewing and it's existing because I enjoy those three-issue miniseries, and also that in King in Black #1 you see. Actually, in King in Black #2, you see Kingpin getting to the guys at the bar. So I thought like that might be important, right? So who knows? Maybe at issue #3, it is gonna make a difference because they're all like the miniseries that are happening. They are around that. So like Namor, of course, you have like Namor went to the Black Tide. You've got the other tie-ins, and then you have this beauty right there. So. Thunderbolts. This is the first time, and that is a key issue here because this is the first time the Thunderbolts are consisting, like the team consists of these characters, right? Like there were Thunderbolts in the past, there is a series called Thunderbolts, but it's the first time we actually have this set of characters, which is Mr. Fear, Taskmaster, Star. I'm trying to remind myself, everyone. Rhino, right? Rhino is there. Like, those are not characters you're gonna remember. Like, I remember Taskmaster and Star. What else? I can't remember all of their names. I'm sorry. Like, they should, like, actually, give you that rundown. But, like, there's 6 of them, right, that are worth mentioning. So, it's the first time they appear as a team. That might be a key issue. Of course, like some of the tie-ins, they're like, oh, that might be a key issue. But like, don't get into hype. Like, just buy what you like and what you enjoy and what you think is gonna be cool. So, it is written by Matthew Rosenberg, artist Juan Ferreira. So, Juan has like clearly distinct sketch-like style of drawing things, I'm without context. I'm gonna show you like what I mean by that. Like, it is a lot, like it is, it looks like sketches, kind of like, if you're not a fan of this style of art, you're not gonna enjoy the book. And I am not a fan of this style of art, especially in the story where everything else, every other tie-in is not drawn that way. It kind of takes you out of this consistency, right? It's like, if it would be closer to what is on the cover, I would be like, cool, but it's not. It's like more realistic, if you can say that. So again, like reading back, because I was reading back to back a lot of those issues, right? Like I think I went Gwenom, I think I went Plan of Symbiotes. Then I've read that, so you go like, oh, that's a quite a drastically art change right there. So, all that said, how's the story itself? Is it good? Is it worth it? It starts, it begins, but is there going to be a payoff to it? I think there might be a reason they're doing the Thunderbolts, and there might be a. It kind of reminds me, if you read War of the Realms, right? It kind of reminds me of a Strike Force, the one with Captain Marvel, or the Strike Force kind of with Spider-Man, where they went like on the adventure and they had to like secure one thing. It really reminds me of that in terms of the story arc. It's like, hey, that's a team, you gotta do one thing, and it might help or may not, but it's a suicidal mission. Or a Giant Man, right? Tie into War of the Realms. Kind of like that. So, let's take a deep dive into the Thunderbolts book. So we start with, of course, Kingpin talking about all our 6 heroes, and you can tell that they are without masks. And that is going to be the theme, and that is also my problem with this story. It's like, Taskmaster, Mr. Fear, especially Taskmaster, like, from his mask. Tell me, looking at this, which one is Taskmaster? Which one is Mr. Fear? You can't. And that is the biggest problem I have with this tie-in book. They strip them down from their masks. So, literally every connection I had to these characters, I'm there. It's lost, and they strip them down of the mask like quite fast. I don't know why they're doing that, but the problem is like I'm looking at these characters like as I'm reading the book, and I can't distinguish who the fuck is who. Like, you've got one job. Like, throughout the whole 50 years, they wore a mask. I've learned, like, the brain learned to look at the specific mask or specific, thing, and like, that's the guy. If you would give me a Peter Parker Spider-Man without a mask, and not necessarily in his costume, and you're gonna draw it in like hyper-realistic way, I may not recognize him. Give him a mask, or at least something that I'll be like, cool, that's that. But yeah, it is a problem, like a big one, because you look at these characters and you just try to figure out, okay, who's that guy? Is that, especially the two, is that Mr. Fear or is that Taskmaster? Like, it's lost. So I'm sorry, but I just don't really like that idea. It's the only one that I knew every single time when she spoke was Star, because she never wears a mask. So we started, right, we learned that they all died. That's what we learned, and that is after King in Black, so they all died. And King goes like, well, but let's go back in time. So a few days earlier, we have the meeting. It's Kingpin and those guys, and be like, hey, I have a job for you, right? That's a job offer. If you're not going to work for me, go leave. They're going to kill you if you disobey. But I'm assembling a team, right? I've been told that if I'm going to assemble that team, we can help, right? Because I'm a businessman, and this Null guy, he fucks up all of my businesses. Like, I can't make any money. So they go like, well, why should we help? Because like, well, because you're screwed as well. So you gotta do that. That's the idea. But there's the catch. Of course, you can't wear a mask. He was like, well, no way. He's like, no, listen. If you work for me, you don't wear masks. So I'm here with Taskmasters on. It's like, dude. And by the way, the Fisk portrayal over here, he looks like literally every single bald jog dude that goes in Europe to football matches to fight other dudes and like sweat at each other. Like, that's how he looks like. I hate it. Ugh. Alright, so we've got the team. And I will show you. Do we have... Right, so this is this panel. If you can tell me who is who. I mean, of course, yes, we see that, there's a shield and everything, but it's gonna take you a second to get who is who besides Rhino and Stark. It's like Rhino is freaking Rhino. But no worries, like, they're all gonna die. So, literally, as is happening, the crocodile girl, bam, gets eaten by a dragon. And she's dead. So, at least one less problem. They fight the dragon, and one of the guys, I don't even remember, disobeys. He has like cool braces, so they kill him. And this, I believe, this is Taskmaster. Like, it's I mean, I get the the fact that they're doing the faces, but like, please, I would prefer him with a mask. So they're like, all right, cool, we've killed the guy. Rhino goes like, guys, listen, if you're gonna just kill each other, I'm done. So Rhino leaves. So right now the team is like literally, dismantled. Like, in 2 pages they've lost 3 guys. Actually they've lost 4 because Kingpin killed one, off panels. So they're slowly going, and just this is a hideous art. This is Taskmaster and Mr. Fear. Like, look at that. That is awful. So Mr. Fear is was first, and in the background was in the foreground, and Mr. and Taskmaster was in the background. Again, they wear a fucking mask for a reason. God damn it. So they look and they see Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and they also see Jessica Jones fighting, and they go like, huh, there's 3 Jokers. Huh, you see what I did here? The nod to the book, the 3 Jokers, that was a crap. There you go. So they're like, alright, Jessica Jones they're fighting. Like, okay, let them fight. But at least we learn about Iron Fist and what those guys are doing, so that's cool. So they're trying to sneak, and it turns out that the guy they've killed has been turned into Venom and the symbiote. So he attacks them, they kill him again, and it turns out, yeah, you can kill because there are people inside. Great. So the mole symbionts chase them. They go like, all right, let's go onto a boat, because like they can't go onto water, and turns out they can't. They're on the boat, and they're on the mission to actually get to the place. So there is some kind of a guy that will help them, and of course the guy's mansion is all good. Like there's like not even the whole world is wrapped in symbiote, but this mansion, no, why should it? The inconsistencies are just awful, and the guy opens the door. Like you can tell who it is, but like look at that garbage art. My God, this is a bad art. And that's a Norman Osborn, right? And they go like, all right, Norman, you're gonna help us or we're gonna die. That's how the book ends. There's like 2 more issues, so I'm assuming Green Goblin is gonna help them out. But I don't care. This is a garbage book. This is a 2 out of 10. Badly written, badly drawn. Colorist did a good job, at least. He tried, but it is a bad book. The only good thing about this book is that Rhino left, because like even Rhino went like, I don't care about you guys. You freaking what? And the other good thing is like, okay, we see a Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Jessica Jones battling. 2 good things. Hopefully issue number 2 we're gonna see Green Goblin, and that's gonna be great. 2 out of 10, don't buy it. I mean, it's a key issue, but it's not good. It's just bad. Don't buy it. Just get it in a trade paperback if you really want the story, or like reread it online, or maybe buy a code, whatever. Just don't. It's bad. It's rough. It's like it's the worst tie-in so far, to be honest. And like me rewatching it, I was like, yeah, I just hated it from the start. Like it was bad all the way. Like. Just no. So sorry for the artist, Juan Ferreira. Probably you can do a better job. Like you can have an amazing art, but this is not a book for you. And the decision to take the masks off from heroes that it's rough and should have never happened, right? Like especially that on the cover they wear masks. 2 out of 10. Burn it. Burn it to the ground. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you read it, what are your opinions on that garbage? If you think that's not garbage, let me know. I want to hear your opinion on that. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye, good night, have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care. Bye.